Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Big game tonight, Arsenal. Let's forget about the weekend referee controversies and all that. Arsenal versus Newcastle in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. A chance for a trophy, a chance to get through to a final at Wembley. So big game for Arsenal. And of course, you know, we'll be back to the league, not until next week when we take on Tottenham, because it's FA Cup this weekend coming up against Manchester United. Then Tottenham in the league. Big games coming up. Just goes to show that, you know, we need to strengthen this squad. And of course, we're being chased down by Nottingham Forest, who won last night, beating Wolverhampton Wanderers 3-0. They're now on the same amount of points as us. So I'll tell you, it's hotting up in the Premier League. On the subject of Wolves, of course, last night there was one key player missing for them, and that was Matheus Cunha. No Cunha in the team. He's been suspended for 2 games. Now, I sort of reported at the start of the week that Cunha was on the verge of signing a brand new contract at Wolverhampton Wanderers, being reported by multiple sources. However, we're being told now that he's stalling a little bit on that contract because he's considering his options. Now, as I said, Wolves in a very precarious position at the moment, you know what I mean, just hovering above the bottom 3. You know, they're still nowhere near out of the woods yet when it comes to the relegation battle. As a matter of fact, they're going to be in a relegation battle until now and the end of the season. Obviously, they don't want to lose Matheus Cunha, but he hasn't yet put pen to paper on this new contract, which would increase his wages. There's also been rumours of a sort of release clause in there that he could activate at the end of the season. Considering his future, we know that Arsenal would love to sign Matheus Cunha. It would be one of the signings that they'd be prepared to go big on this January transfer window, because there'd be no chance of him being loaned out. So it's going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on. 18 appearances this season, and he scored 10 goals already and has really been lighting up the Premier League, but could still join Arsenal. Never know. It's all dependent on if he signs that new contract. Let's keep a close eye on that. Still probably going to stay at Wolves, if you ask me. You just can't, if you're Wolves, let a player of his quality go if you're going to stay in this league, as they saw last night when they're missing him, and they created a lot of chances yesterday. But Matheus Cunha hasn't put pen to paper yet. Now, what about this next rumour? Mentioned him yesterday. Igor Paixão plays for Feyenoord over there in the Eredivisie in the Dutch league. 24 years of age, Brazilian, left winger. 4 goals and 9 assists in 17 appearances this season. Arsenal interested in him. Fabrizio Romano also claiming that Arsenal, one of quite a few clubs who've been scouting Paixão heavily. Now, he's a versatile forward player, can play on the left wing, can play on the right wing, very, very quick indeed, and Arsenal are interested in him. Even though his valuation is what you see there, Feyenoord would want around about £30 million for him. This is January, baby. This is January, man. When it comes to January, prices get bumped up. Demands for players, everybody knows that if you want a player, you're pretty desperate. Everybody knows Arsenal's plight at the moment. They need a forward player. If you want to come and take that forward player, got to cough up the money. And if you don't cough up the money, you ain't going to get the player. But let's keep an eye on that one, because Arsenal's said to be very, very interested in signing him. They're also interested in this next player, Kang-in. Now, South Korean, and we've all seen the success of Son at Tottenham since he's come in for them. Some of these South Korean players have done really, really well. 23 years of age, plays for PSG, a really exciting player, and a player that's featured regularly for PSG this season. 16 appearances, 6 goals, 2 assists. However, he's said to be considering his future. He wants a new challenge. He wants this is what we're being told, would like a move away from the French league, and is excited by playing in the Premier League. Arsenal said to be a team that are very interested in him. David Ornstein claiming that Arsenal showing a lot of interest in the PSG forward. He's a versatile player. Again, we know Mikel Arteta likes his versatility. Can play as an attacking midfielder, can play as a centre forward and as a right winger. The type of player that Mikel Arteta loves. Very, very versatile and very, very talented indeed. So, could Arsenal make a move for Lee Kang-in? It's going to be very interesting, this one, to keep an eye on. As I said, he's up for a move. The only problem is that, again, a big fee would be demanded by PSG for him. Arsenal really, if they do make a move for him, would rather something like a loan move, maybe a loan with an option to buy at the end of it. But, PSG probably want straight cash up front. Plus, as well, they're already looking to move out Kola Mawani. Would they want to lose Kang-in Lee as well? Going to be very, very interesting to see how that one develops. This one came out of the blue. The Spanish publication, Fijares, claiming that Arsenal are interested in Mikkel Damsgaard of Brentford. Wanted as a backup, they claim, for Martin Odegaard. Now, Damsgaard's been having a really good season. He came in to Brentford, and I remember watching him playing for Denmark and thinking, he's got a really talented player, got a lot of ability, but had a really slow start to his career at Brentford. However, this season, he's really been playing well. 2 goals, 7 assists, and really does look some player. Still only 24, and Arsenal said to be interested in him. Can play on the left wing, plays as an attacking midfielder. Again, a lot of versatility to his play as well, but surely Brentford would demand a high fee of around about 35 million. And again, would they want to lose him this January transfer window? Again, an important player for them. Really been getting a lot of game time under the manager, Thomas Frank. Maybe one for the summer, but right now, Fisher is claiming that Arsenal interested in Mikkel Damsgaard of Brentford. Another player that's been heavily linked with a move to Arsenal is Jobe Bellingham, not Jude. Jobe Bellingham, that is Jude Bellingham's brother, of course, who plays for Sunderland. Another player that's super talented, 19, still only 19 years of age, plays in central midfield, very similar to his brother. Multiple outlets have been claiming that Arsenal, one of quite a few clubs in the Premier League, that are showing a lot of interest in Jobe Bellingham. Now, he signed, I think, a new contract last year that's going to keep him at Sunderland until 2028. However, it's said that there's a gentleman's agreement written into that contract that says that if a big Premier League team come calling and meet the fee, which is said to be around about £20 million, they will let him leave. So he could go this January transfer window, but whoever comes in is probably going to have to pay that fee. It wouldn't be a loan that they'd be looking at. It would be, straight fee for him to go. They don't really want to lose him, Sunderland, this January transfer window. Sunderland going well at the moment in the Championship, trying to get promoted back to the Premier League. But Jobe Bellingham definitely on the radar of Arsenal. If you can't get Jude, get the brother Jobe, right? But listen, really is a player that is developing. So again, one to keep an eye on. I'm not sure if this would be a January move, maybe the summer. Maybe the other Bellingham comes to North London. Who knows? So those are the rumours for today. As I said, big game tonight. Don't forget to check out all of the coverage of that Newcastle game. Excuse me. In the Carabao Cup, Arsenal taking on Newcastle. First leg of the semi-final. We've got a big watch along to it. Also, I'm going to be at the game speaking to fans after. So make sure you check it out. Thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.